Hi, it's Catherine Cox again. Today I would like to talk about children's counselling with adolescents, although it does work for children in primary as well. I found this really helpful. Now, somebody in one of my previous video clips recommended this book here by David, I'm not quite sure how you say it, Townsend, is it? If I put it up there, you can have a look. I found it really fabulous. So one of the things that I really like doing, and he talks about in this book, is talking about movies, films with the children. So in the book he talks about how you could watch that in therapy, in the counselling session with the child, cinema therapy. And he said that this has come from Birgit Waltz, I think, if you look at it. And it's a cinema therapy that they use, looking at the films with the children. They say that it comes with 3 different levels to it. So the first level is just having an adult kind of be interested in what they're talking about. The second level is talking about the character who's suffering or who's struggling, and then the third one is talking about their own feelings. So for me, I wouldn't personally watch a film with the children in the counselling just because we don't have the time to do it, and I find it more helpful actually to ask the children what is their favourite film or even book. So it works, I found it works brilliantly. So I'll just give you an example. So I'm staying with the confidentiality, so I won't give you any that have actually happened, but some children will come up with their favourite film being Annie, and you find that they're in foster care and that they really relate to her then having to come, away from the family or not knowing what their family are like. And I found it really helpful. Then you can just counsel using that character, so it's not so directive. You can talk about how hard it must be for Annie not to be with her family, and ask them what kind of struggles do you think that character must have and how they must feel, and I wonder what it must be like for them. And I found that it really brings out their emotions. So for me, it's one of my favourite. They get to tell you the story. In the end there, it talks about asking about the character. So it's really nice to hear about their favourite character, because it's not always the main character in the film. It might be a character that they really relate to. We look at the best scene, so their favourite part of the film and what that brings for them, what it makes them feel when they watch that film. And then talking about the wider, so a lot of the boys we find talk about that kind of, the horrible films that I kind of stay away from, that violence and maybe the gory bits and pieces that they really like. It's bringing out that kind of bad side and talking about everybody's good side and bad side, and being able to just try and work out where people's opinions come from. So for me, talking about the films is really great. In this book, again, just to show you, so they give you some films that they say are really good to look at. So Hulk being one of them, and it asks you to look at the taglines, so the lines that that they use in the media for it. So the Hulk comes with "Unleash the hero within," "The inner beast will be released," and it says that you can then talk about maybe physical abuse. It talks about issues explored then at emotional abuse, identification, and they give you lots of different ideas in here. Hulk, Superman, so the tagline in Superman is "With great power comes great responsibility," talking about how Peter Parker becomes a superhero and what responsibilities he has. But yeah, just look at, I think it's really great to look at the films, look at their taglines, but for me, ask the children what their favourite films are, why they relate to that character, or just talk to them about the character and using that character to kind of to use some therapy work with them without being so directive. I hope this helps. If you're liking these videos, please subscribe and like for me, and if anyone's got any more ideas, I'd really appreciate them. Many thanks for watching. Bye bye.